okay, this is going to be a bit of a boring one, but it could turn up a treat like a lot of boring ones often do when given this treatment. Yeah. How big are we going to make this, or how small? Going to make it 81.6. This one's off a newspaper print, so got to apply some background removal. And some contrast. I'm going to lighten it, but not too light. Try and get the colours of this newspaper looking nice and crisp. Let's see how we go with it. So yeah, it's a newspaper as I've said. So what type of newspaper? It's a Daily Telegraph, and we're just going to use on the back these sports people. This Foxtel ad. We're going to be interested in the pictures of the sports people. I'm not a fan of sport. I've got better things to do than waste my time watching sport or anything like that. Got better things to do, like making these demos and producing them for the world. And I don't like the ink, because the ink rubs off on my fingers, and I don't like the sensation of that. It looks and feels really yuck. But I know newspapers have a future, folks. We don't want to eliminate the newspaper, because people just love, despite the fact it's big and bulky and has that horrible ink, people still love it. It's what they often have accompanying their morning coffee. And I respect that, folks, because paper has a future. So this looks really cool. I think we can use this. So paper has a future, folks. We've got to keep it. We can't do everything digitally or online. It doesn't work that way. So I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. Going to make it there. So yeah, I do really believe that paper has a future, even though a lot of people are trying to eliminate paper. Basically, paper has a future. I'm going 130 by 104. So yeah, we just have to, you know, because paper is a lot easy to dispose of. You can put it in your fucking, in your worm farm, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. And e-waste is a big problem, because most gadgets don't last very long, and they end up as hazardous waste that have to be recycled, and that's a hassle, dismantling equipment to recycle the metals, the plastics, the minerals. So this is what we're photocopying. So you know, it's really not practical to make all these gadgets that end up in the waste that don't last very long anyway. It's all about making money. That's what this paperless shit is all about. It's just a money-making rort, folks. Trying to make something seem futuristic when it's not, when it hasn't got a future. It's the fucking whiz-bang factor, you know? Oh, wow, that's high-tech. Wow. And then you find out it doesn't work very well. Fuck me dead. Whiz-bang. Fuck you. So yeah, the whiz-bang effect. That feeling you get when it's demonstrated in the shop, and how it feels really exciting and really high tech. And then you find out when you get it home, it's not so good. A year on, it doesn't work. The battery's gone to shit. Whatever can go wrong with a gadget. I mean, you can usually get your gadgets fixed, but it's always best just to not have to make more gadgets. So paper has got a future, folks. I'm going to be building photocopiers one day, and therefore I thoroughly believe that paper has a future, because where you got a photocopier, you're going to be using paper. So paper has got a future, folks. Don't believe the spin from the tech companies. Don't believe their bullshit. Give them the middle finger if you game. Whatever. Just show them you don't need their shit. You make the decisions what you spend your money on, who you spend it. You don't let them badger you into buying a new gadget. You just don't do that, folks. You have to be assertive. Sometimes they can be really, really pressurising on you, but don't listen to them if you're not interested or you can't afford it. Or if you want to care for the planet, one less gadget made is less CO2, less mining, less waste. It's good for the planet. You've got to think of the planet, it's your future. You need a bright future, folks. You know, don't fucking listen to the gadget companies and their advertising spiel. Because often advertising these days is a load of shit. Full of shit. So yeah. You've got to stop the money fuckers from getting your money. And fucking the planet with their fucking money. They're bastards. Anyway, let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks quite nice. That looks really sporty, but an abstract sort of a way. I think now we can call this quits.